Hi, I'm Jennifer from Workroom Social, and today I'm going to show you how to make a narrow hem on fabric. So we have our fabric here and we have our raw edge. The first thing you want to do when you make a narrow hem is to sew a narrow seam allowance just on the single fold fabric, just on the single ply. So I'm going to just use the edge of my presser foot, which is about 1/4 inch, and I'm just going to stitch a straight line following that raw edge. Now, this line is going to be used as our guide. So what you can do is you want to fold over your fabric with that line on the inside. And that's going to help you make a really narrow and even hem. So I'm going to take this to the iron right now just to press it all flat. Okay, now that we have our guide in place, the line that we stitched, we are going to fold to the wrong side with our stitch line on the opposite side of the fold. So you want it in towards the raw edge. You don't want this line, for example, on the right side. So you want to make sure you capture that towards the wrong side of the fabric. And now you have this fold that you can use. And so you'll just do another turn. And you can press it down in place. And you have your narrow rolled hem. So what you can do is take this and you can pin it in place before you sew. Now you could see how using this line would be really good if you were doing, you could do an even narrower hem, you could do 1/8 inch. And then if you wanted to do this, I'm doing this on a woven cotton right now, but if you wanted to do this on a really fine fabric, you know, a really lightweight silk, I recommend doing 2 lines of stitching, which really gives you some extra body to fold your fabric around. So now let's take this back to the sewing machine to sew our hem down. So we have our hem prepared, it's all pinned up, and now I'm just gonna sew a straight stitch right close to the edge here. As you practice more, you're gonna wanna sew your hem from the right side of the fabric where you can't see the fold, just because the stitches that come from your top thread are much nicer looking. But it's not a big deal if you want to sew it from this edge so you can really see the edge of your fold and get really close to it. And there we have our narrow rolled hem. This is the wrong side where you can see the lip. Then if you turn it over, that's the right side, and we have this nice line and a really evenly folded hem.